post-game show for Game 3, Love Yas versus Woogas. And truthfully, I cannot get that Wooga song out of my head. Wooga, 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 over and over and over, because they kept scoring. What an intense game to end today. But let's throw it down to the booth, see what they had to say about this game.
Pax, thank you very much. This wasn't the prettiest thing I've ever seen. I don't know. Is there a Floorball Hall of Fame somewhere, by the way?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I should know, but I don't.
Okay. Well, if there is one, we're not going to take this tape and video and send it there because it wasn't exactly a work of art. But the Woogas, game number 1, where they were all just kind of thrown together, I think they'll take it.
Oh, they'll take it. You know, they were definitely the cockiest team of the bunch.
Yes.
Call it cocky, call it confidence. Hey, if it works for you and it ends up leading you to perform like they did, why not?
Do you like that, by the way?
I like it.
At the end of a period, they're like, oh, yeah, this game's over.
I mean, that's over the line. You don't want to be complacent, but believing in yourself and putting your foot on the throat of the other team, I love it.
Okay. Let's see who the star of the game is. Standing by right now with Paxton Elrod.
First question, well, are you okay with your stick being taken by Nicky?
No, I think he just wants a little bit of what I have, you know? I think he might be a little jealous.
Ooh, jealous. That's an interesting way to start this interview. How are you feeling? This is the first floorball game, obviously the first warehouse event you've ever been in, and here you are pulling out a victory in your first game.
The energy's incredible. The crowd's amazing. That's just the history of the Woogas. We're here to win, and that's about it.
So how does the Woogas have history if they have never existed before this game?
This is our history. We're making history.
Game 3 highlights are here. We've got a new franchise team, the Woogas versus Love Yas, and this one was electric. Luke O'Brien is the first one to score for the Woogas, doing what he does best, running all over the place and obviously scoring. So teammate Corwin McCallum gets in on the fun and ends up shooting this half-court shot to make the Woogas up 2-0. Thinking this is a runaway game, Luke O'Brien ends up getting stopped by Dalton Feely in this incredible play. Dalton was like, no, we got defense on this. And Jesse Blake is like, hold up, Love Yas also has some offense. He ends up scoring, getting the team on the board. It's now 2-1, but after an unfortunate penalty shot, Corwin McCallum makes his second goal of the game. Woogas end up making history. First franchise win, 3-1 final score. Let's hear from the team.
Can you guys speak a little bit to the intensity of the game? You know, you guys got into it. First game for the Woogas. The intensity is just everything, and what happened there. Did you guys see their adjustments and all of that stuff? And talk about the atmosphere in the warehouse.
I don't know if you guys caught this at the end of the game, but while we were doing our post-game interview, Nick grabbed my stick from my hands. And then so I think there's a little bit of a rivalry building there.
Wow.
It was getting physical. There's a lot of physicality out there.
I think Corwin set the tone when he hit a fucking half-court shot.
Yeah.
Just like nobody was expecting that. I think they were just pissed from then on.
You know, when you lay it all out there and you lose, especially where some things are not in your control, I think it kind of stinks a little bit.
Adrenaline's running,
But it's all
adrenaline's
right.
pumping.
We'll be back. We'll be back for tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to regroup. We're doing good. It's the first time we met two of our teammates, and I think we did damn good.
There was a small Italian man glued to my hip for that entire game. He wouldn't leave me alone.
Small but thick Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's built.
I didn't hate it.
Regardless of the result of the game, any positives that you could take from this going forward, that you could, make some more
Fuck yeah.
adjustments.
What do you think we got murdered out there?
We
won the last 10 minutes. We won the. It was 1-0.
I'm not arguing.
I think one of the biggest things we took away, we switched our defense down 2-0. I did an awful job to start, let the 2 goals up on 2 shots. We switched a man and did a fantastic job, let up 1 penalty goal, which was very questionable. Even the crowd was saying it. Overall, we take our defense getting better. Jesse finds a shot in net, and we're ready to strive into the next game. We're good.
Amen.
Love Yas is good.
Love Yas is great, actually.
So this is the first time the Woogas have literally ever existed. And in our player of the game interview, you said, we're currently making history. How are you guys going to continue that? Because you're starting off hot.
Well, we got to keep winning. That's
Yeah.
the easiest way to continue it. Just don't lose. Don't let them score. Especially, like, that was a dumb way to let them score. Like, should have been a shot.
I'll wear that one.
No, I should have been in position, too. Like, I just was, like, leaving an open spot for him. Like, should have been a shutout. And I think goals allowed is the tiebreaker for seeding. So, like, that was a fuck-up. But if we just keep it going, we get rid of the dumb mistakes, sky's the limit.
All right, that's all I got for this postgame. But before we throw it down to Kelsey for Game 4 of this tournament, we got to thank our sponsors at Shady Rays. They're cool, they're comfortable, they're affordable, and get this, Let's say you break a pair. Let's say you misplace a pair. Then Shady Rays will send you another pair for free. And get this too, they are also giving us a code to get $25 off your pair of sunglasses. So if you go to shadyrays.com and use code Floorball, that's $25 off a pair of sunglasses. And you can look like this, like me. Sweaty, but good with Shady Rays. So now let's throw it down to Kels, see what she's got on this next game.
Well, hey, everybody, and welcome back into the John Boy Media Warehouse as we get you ready to go for Game 4 of this floorball tournament coming to you from Jersey City. Stakes are high today. We have a few family members battling away. We got the boss and Jimmy O'Brien taking on his brother and Luke O'Brien. It's Baggage versus Wooga. Baggage 0-1 in this tournament. Wooga is 1-0. We were able to catch up with both teams before the games. You'll never guess what they said. Jimmy, big storyline coming into today. You'll be taking on your brother and Team Woogas. Yes. How are you feeling about the family rivalry taking place second day here?
I like it. My favorite thing about Team Woogas is the jersey accentuates how ugly all of them are because they look a lot like the character. And that does really well for Team Baggage because we're just so hot compared to them.
What?
I like how we played last game. My only concern is Jimmy's brother Luke could have like lifelong vendettas against me, Jimmy, and Kraus. That if that comes out today, like that would be the scene in Luke's movie. Like this would be Luke's day.
When he was 10, we were all 20 and just beating him in sports. So there's a big comeuppance maybe for him. I also taught him everything he knows about hockey. He was like a freshman in high school. Jimmy, I want to play hockey. Will you teach me?
Do you have any vendettas?
Yeah, there was a time I was 7 years old. My parents were away for the weekend. Jimmy was in charge of watching me. And that night I was put in a dog crate with a helmet on and pushed down the stairs. And there was pillows inside the dog crate. And I remember that.
I took off work. I drove him and his friend, picked them up from their high school, drove them 40 minutes to the rink in Brewster, open ice, and I gave them lessons on how to skate and how to play hockey. So if he wins, I kind of win as a coach.
And then we'd get drunk.
Yeah, I was 24.
Drunk.
I was 24, depressed, living at home, not sure what my future was going to be. He was 14, full life ahead of him.
He wanted me to use his old shitty gear. I did it all by myself.
Unhinged interviews, and now it's time to get to our favorite unhinged person in Jolly Olive with some stats.
Welcome back to the Olive Pit. We're doing the pregame show for Game 4, the first game of Day 2. After these 3 games happen, the playoffs will begin, and the first one is Baggage versus Woogas. Jimmy versus his younger brother, Luke. Let's dive into Team Baggage a little bit first. Sam, she's been the leading scorer for the team so far after their one loss yesterday. She's shooting 1 of 2, 50% from the field. That's tied for the second best rate of any shooter after day 1's play. Jake, in the goal, has the second lowest save rate, though, of any goalie. He saved just 2 of the 3 shots against him. That's good for a 66% rate. Obviously a small sample size, but something to look out for in this upcoming game against the Woogas, who love to shoot on net. Jimmy had the most shots on goal of all of his teammates at 4. That's tied for 3rd most among all shooters from day 1, except for the fact that he has no goals yet. He's still searching for his first goal. Let's see if he can get it in his second game. As for the Woogas, they made a very impressive showing in their first game yesterday, notching a win led by Luke O'Brien and Corwin on the field. Luke had the most shots on goal and attempts at 12 and 18 of any shooter. He had more shots on goal by himself than the team's Baggage, Hook, Line, Sinkers, McFlurry Power, and Love Yas did all together. That speaks volumes to how often Luke is getting the ball and firing it accurately. Corwin shot 2 for 4. That's tied for the second best rate alongside Sam Taskey and Drew Davis at 50%. And meanwhile, in net, Lucas was holding down his own. He actually leads the league in save rate at 89%, saving 8 of 9 shots against him. And this comes after he had a 68% save rate last year. He was the worst goalie in play last year. This year, he's the best goalie. How about that for a transformation?
What up? Vibe check over here. We're feeling good. Game 1. Hold up. I think little Jimmy just came. Jimmy's family's here. It's great. Game 1. Let's go, baby.
Super excited for this one. Obviously, for the Woogas, they win. They are off to the semifinals. They will get a bye. That is still in play for Team Baggage. I suppose, however, the biggest narrative we have in this game is it's big brother Jimmy against little brother Luke. Do you have siblings?
I do have one sibling.
Yeah?
His name's Ryan. He is a way worse athlete than I am.
Wow.
But he's probably a better person. So.
Oh, okay. This sounds like we need a therapy session. Can we just focus on the O'Briens for just a second? We know about the heartache for Jimmy inside this building at the warehouse games. Just imagine what's going through Luke's brain. Like he could just do this again to big bro, right?
Oh, yeah, and he wants it, man. Luke, he has been an absolute workhorse out there. Jimmy himself as well. I am very much looking forward to see these guys battle it out in corners, and I instructed the refs to let these guys play.
Really? Is that what you did?
I did.
So
yes.
a little extra like noogie?
Yeah,
like
anything like that.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
Yeah, it's probably not smart of me to put my hands on you at all.
Yeah,
right?
I would not do that again. But
yeah.
Actually, you could probably kick my ass. But.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay, you haven't gotten the scouting report on me, obviously. 0-3 all-time in fights. Haven't won one. Last one I lost was to Don Chocote on the bus ride after he took my saxophone away, and I pushed him, and then he just powed. Yeah. Yes, he took my saxophone away. I'm a loser.
Well,
I get it. I played in the band in high school.
Saxophone?
All right. Give me a prediction here. Who do you like, Baggage or Woogas?
I'm going Woogas. I like Baggage's team, but I said it yesterday, I think the Woogas are the team to beat. They got good chemistry. They got Corwin with the long-range bomb. I'm going to go with them.
I'm going to go with Team Baggage. I don't know. Shame on me. I'm just going to keep picking them until they do something right. Kelsey Wingert, how do you see this one?
Thanks, Rosie. I think today I'm going to take Team Baggage. I cannot see them going down 0-2 in this tournament. I know they want to get to the playoffs, not in the loser's bracket, but we'll see what happens here. Anything can happen at the warehouse.
All right, so there you go. Kelsey likes Team Baggage as well. What do you think?
Oh, it's just horrible scouting. They're clearly not watching the games. I don't think she's even
wait a second.
Watching.
You just gave a scouting report that you thought I could kick your ass. So obviously you're the one who has no clue about what you're talking about.
Let's go after this, okay? I'll prove you right.
If fists get thrown inside the broadcaster's booth, that's when this matchup between Woogas and Team Baggage comes your way. Can't wait to see you. For Kelsey Wingert and Pavel Barber, I am Chris Rose. We will see you later for Woogas and Baggage.